So I would now like to move on to the agenda, and I will introduce you to the Minister of Digitalization for Amsterdam, Alexandra van Huffelen. Have an amazing day, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and come and talk to me. I'll see you all soon. Cheers.
Goedemorgen. You can do that. Goedemorgen. Thank you very much. Welcome to Amsterdam, and welcome, of course, to this very great event, the world's biggest and most prestigious summit on artificial intelligence. And I'm very happy to see so many of you here. It's about 4,000 people that are gathering here together in the next days. Startups, scale-ups, big tech, new businesses, universities, governments, researchers and journalists all together in one place, and even the United Nations are represented. And all here to discuss, to debate, to think and marvel about the latest developments in the field of AI. As a Minister of Digitalization, it's super good to see you here, a mix of stakeholders that are joining together to see what's happening in the world of AI that is moving so extremely fast. And we know that artificial intelligence presents super great opportunities, but it also brings a lot of challenges that need to be addressed. By regulating AI, for instance, governments will play a leading role in shaping the new technologies and therefore also the future of our societies. It takes a sensitive balance between protecting public values and also harvesting the benefits of innovation. We have to all ensure that AI is inclusive, ethical, and socially responsible. And that requires this close collaboration with all parties present here today and in the coming days. We, together, need to shape our digital future. A great example of what you can see in terms of possibilities of AI is found here in Amsterdam, a city with a thriving AI ecosystem, a spirit of collaboration, and an emphasis on responsible AI. In the Amsterdam AI Coalition, major knowledge institutions join forces with industry partners to take thought leadership on AI to the next level. And that's also why the event takes place here. And it's also why this event is more important than ever. Because together we can preserve a global AI system and help it flourish. Over the past year, of course, and Sarah was already mentioning it, the developments in generative AI in particular have put AI on the front and center page of the public discourse. As an example, I recently noticed that Bloomberg Media now has its own section for AI-related news, separated from tech. For me, that was just another reminder of how much attention there currently is for this field, for your field, for our field. Almost daily new innovations are being announced and that capture public imagination. In fact, it was only last week that I was shown a video of myself, not very nice to see though, saying things that I had never said. It was remarkable, but definitely also frightening. It's the duality that is basically right at the center of the extraordinary developments. It's AI helping us to tackle some of the most pressing matters in our society. Diagnostics in healthcare, the monitoring of climate change, it all allows us to be creative in ways that we've never imagined before. The Dutch government that I'm a member of is very well aware of these opportunities. We welcome business with open arms and want to foster innovation. But at the same time, we believe that public values should always be leading. We call this value-driven digitalization. And I would like to emphasize that oversight and regulation are never ends in themselves, but rather ways to steer innovation in the right direction. And we practice what we preach as well. For instance, we've made a strong set of regulation in order to help AI be stimulated within the government, but also make sure that it is value-driven. We've created an algorithm register for everybody to look into and see what we are using as governments in the form and shape of AI, how it works, what data is being used, and whether it adheres to the right values, for instance, on human rights. And we've also already installed a regulator, and this all upfront the coming AI regulation that the EU is preparing, hopefully is going to end negotiating at the end of this year. But of course, also generative AI has our attention. In close collaboration with expert stakeholders across all the fields, we're developing a vision that we're also going to change all the time that new developments come up, with an abundance of issues, from dealing with copyright and disinformation to, of course, the potential benefits that AI can bring to government services. We're working together with universities on trying to create enough computing power and also testing facilities for generative AI. But of course, you also, as companies in the room, have a great responsibility. Sarah was also mentioning it. I believe that you need to make sure that your AI will align to those basic values, to prevent a generation of toxic speech and misinformation, but also that we have to make sure that AI adheres to what we call the general human rights that we adhere to in the world in general. We have to make sure also that this is not something very up in the air. We need your concrete assistance in order to make sure that when we are using AI, we're using it for good, and that companies and researchers do not only have and give access, but make sure that when we use AI, that we can do it for good. But while we're seeing today also, and this event very much proves, is digitalization has no boundaries or borders. So apart from what we're doing from the Netherlands, we especially need also to work internationally. Within the European Union, the Council of Europe, who are both negotiating AI regulation and treaties, but also within the United Nations. I truly believe the challenge is so all-encompassing that we desperately need to coordinate on the highest level worldwide, comparable to how we're doing it, for instance, on the issue of climate and the climate agreements. I wish you a lot of inspiration and imagination during this World Summit on AI. I'm sure that all together we can work to make AI work for good, work for the benefit of societies, the benefits of businesses, in a responsible, ethical, and inclusive way. I am hoping that you're going to enjoy the coming days, learn a lot, take a lot from here, and also bring a lot to the world of AI. Thank you very much.